Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can actually go about building and monetizing your own custom GPTs, right? Now, for context, for those who don't know what a custom GPT is, all you have to do is literally just head over to ChatGPT, and what you see right over here, it's what we call custom GPTs, right? Now, currently, all of these GPTs are actually free to use. You can't really sell them or just monetize on them or anything like that. But this as a whole, it's like a marketplace for GPTs on ChatGPT, right? And as you can see, these are a few examples of some features and stuff like that. And I cannot necessarily create my own in this case because I don't have a paid account. I'm actually a free user. I generally prefer using Abacus as my go-to chat LLM simply because like they actually offer me all these different AI models from Claude to all these different LLMs in one single dashboard from Claude to ChatGPT, and all of those generally prefer using GPT and Claude on a single chatbot, right? And with that into account, let's get into it, right? So the tool that you're gonna be using in this case is called Pickaxe, as you can see for yourself. And here are a few examples of some successful chatbots that have been built off of this platform, right? As you can see, a coach that teaches coaches. This is just freaking crazy. And if you want to give it a try, in this case, I'm going to open it in the next tab. While that's still loading, I just want to show you a few. This one is a consulting bot for marketing and sales assistant for everyone. As you can see, first of all, from ads, customer objection, cost in action, subscription model IDs, and other stuff like that. And yeah, let me just open it up in a new tab, and as you can see, we have a wellness chatbot. Right now, this one I don't necessarily understand what it's all about. As you can see, the power of positivity, but when I use it, it's like, bro, what is this? Right now, my take in mind that all of these chatbots that we're actually seeing are chatbots that are already generating revenue and just making a whole lot of profits from the actual thing, right? And then we have this one, and finally we have others. Don't know what this one is all about. Zodiac therapy, I don't know what that is, but yeah, you get the gist. Now here are a few previews of how everything actually go about looking, and we will actually be covering every single last one of these in a moment, right? So yeah, just a few previews that you can actually see for yourself how you actually monetize, see how users interact with your actual chatbot, and the list just goes on. Now with that into account, let's head over to our dashboard and start building our own freaking chatbot. Now wait, sorry, let me just show you the actual chatbot. Right now, this is the learn to coach AI chatbot, and all you have to do is just click on try it out, and as you can see, it actually gives you like some form of layout similar to ChatGPT. As you can see, you can actually access, in a way it's like you're accessing your different chats, but in this case it's like different GPTs for different occasions, which is something that actually live is that you don't necessarily have to like build one and then your customers or clients just access the only one to be here, but you can actually build multiple and basically make them available on one single slot, right? Now, as you can see over here, I don't necessarily what it's a query that we actually send is coaching something something and blah blah blah, right? Now, as you can see, in this case, I'm gonna test it out, right? Because I haven't tested it out yet. Tell me about how can I become productivity coach? Question mark. Let's see. Like I said, I haven't even used this model yet. So yeah, we're experiencing it together. To become a productivity coach, it's important to first have a clear understanding of what coaching is and how it differs from other forms of personal development support. Let's explore your understanding of coaching before we dive into the specific of becoming a productivity coach. How do you define coaching in your own words? Now this actually makes me, you know, question myself because yeah, I just threw it out there. But as you can see, it basically helps you understand the whole concept of coaching. As you can see, the actual title or just name of this chatbot is Learn to Coach with AI. Not AI, but learn to coach.ai, right? But yeah, you get the gesture and it actually makes sense. Let's see so the first one is what is coaching? The second one is meet the bad coach. What is it? Express the difference between a terrible coach and a terrific coach, what you will notice, and like yeah, you get the gesture. They give you different chatbots for different I don't know areas within the process of becoming a coach, right? Asking questions and stuff like that. So you have different actual chatbots that you can actually use, right? And finally, you have Body Studios, create amazing content with AI. Now, I won't necessarily get into this one. I just wanted to show you how the previous one actually worked. But yeah, you get that gesture. You have different AI chatbots within the same freaking chatbots. But yeah, you get the gesture over here. You have Google and it's actually logged. To basically get access, you freaking have to create an actual account, which is kind of lame compared to the other one because they actually gave you free access to everything until all of these messaging credits of yours actually were left, and that's when you will push to basically what is this called, creating your account. As you can see, they actually handle everything from creating an account and monetizing. I just want to see if they actually indicated yet or okay. So firstly you have to create an account, you're gonna give them a certain amount of credits, and over time that's when you actually go about what is this called, charging them for whatever specific it is, right? And I just want to show you what I mean by actually charging them. So as you can see, access, studio type, you make it public, payment type, one-time payment, subscription, or just free. It's all dependent on you. Then you go user tiers, right? So over here it's like a pricing tier in a way. So as a guest they get 5 use cases, which basically means 5 chats. As a member they get a certain amount, and as a premium they get a certain amount, and you get the gesture. You can actually access all of these chatbot or just one. Now that's what I meant by this. Okay, let me exit this section over here by chatbots, right? Now, yeah, I know the intro was a bit long, but I just wanted you to get a clear understanding of what this is actually all about, right? So, with that into account, let's go and create a chatbot. And in this case, we have a bunch of options, right? Now, create a prompt. Now, this one isn't necessarily useful, but as you can see, create a prompt powered bot that engages users in conversational experience. Now, this one is where I would actually indicate if you're going about creating a chatbot and you have prior prompting knowledge and just skills, then go with chat. If you don't have any form of prompting knowledge or anything like that, and you're just a newbie, then I highly recommend going with this one over here, automatic AI builder, which essentially it's going to ask you a few questions, in this case three, which you can then go about answering, and with that into account it's going to prompt the AI chatbot for you, right? So in this case I'm going to say yes, I'm ready. With that into account, let me open up Claude. Yeah, because in this case I'm actually going to build the same chatbot as I actually built over here, which is a dental chatbot, right? So what type of tool are you trying to build? An AI an AI chatbot for dental patients. Now please mind the spelling if my spelling is off. An AI chatbot for dental patients. Let's see, what will the chatbot do? It will educate them on it will answer it it will answer any and all questions, any and all dental questions asked by users. What is a unique take? I don't know. Let me just say I don't know. And let's just you're testing the limits over here, right? So I don't know. What's your unique take on it? I don't know. Mm, let's see. That's fine. Don't worry. Many tools are improved version of existing ones. And okay, so with tweaking and optimization. Now let's create a prompt for your chatbot. Here's my suggestion, right? So over here, persona. The chatbot is a knowledgeable, patient, and empathetic dentist. It has vast knowledge about the dental health and practices. It gives accurate and easy to understand answers for or to any dental related questions. It aims to educate people on dental health and I don't know what that word is, any dental anxiety that they might have, right? Results. Oh, rules. Sorry, rules. Always give accurate professional information. And as you can see, this is generally like the go-to, what is this called? Prompt layout when it comes to Pixelax. When you actually use the chatbot to basically prompt what is this called? God, the prompt itself, this is like the go-to layout, but you don't necessarily have to follow it. You can actually create your own layout or follow whatever prompting layout or style it is you actually prefer. Like it's really dependent on what works for you. So you get the gesture. It's persona, rules, and personal experience, right? In this case, does this prompt align with what you have in mind? In this case, you're gonna say yes. If you say no, you can actually indicate, hey, I want this specific features or just stuff like that. If not, go with yes. I'm going with yes in this case. Let's just wait for it to actually finish loading. When it says loading, it's actually building us our own custom GPT in the backend, and it's going to give us a link for us to actually click, which will go on to redirecting us to that actual existing page. Okay, there we have it. Your tool has been created successfully. You can edit and fine tune it here. Let's wait for. And boom, we are on the actual dashboard right now. If you chose when we were actually building the chatbot itself, let me go back and let's go to create. But yeah, essentially, if you chose the other option of just creating the bot and you had to prompt your own chatbot on your own, like this one over here, create a prompt powered chatbot, you would essentially be redirected back to this landing page. And as you can see over here on the row, which is where your prompt should be, you wouldn't have anything. You would be um told to basically prompt the bot for yourself simply because you chose that option of you, hey, I have prompting knowledge, right? So yeah, you get the gesture. This is the actual role, and the cool thing is that you're not only limited to ChatGPT, but as you can see, I said you are given a lot of LLM models that you can actually go about. But as you can see, it's basically Claude as the go-to. I don't know what LML model this is. I'm not gonna lie. And you're also gonna be given GPT, literally every single model. Mini 4.0 Turbo 4 3.5, and in this case, for Claude you have 3.5 Sonnet and 3. No, Claude 3 Opus, and yeah, whatever. You get that gesture, right? Then AI capabilities, right? As you can see, you can allow users to upload folders. It's based on the chatbot that you should build for yourself. You can use it. You can use default image generators. You can actually turn it on. If you're generating some form of what is this called, image generator, I'm not too sure if you actually have any examples of successful bots that actually offer that. What is it called, knowledge or just advice it actually gave us previously, right? Now, if you don't like anything of these, you can actually just edit them yourself, or you can literally just click on that same icon over here and it'll go on to basically regenerating this. What are simple daily habits to maintain good oral hygiene? And at this point, I hope you get the gesture. Over here, we have prompt injection. I don't necessarily understand what this is. Let's see. Set a consistent instruction that is prepared to each user message. This allows you to remind the chatbot of certain important instructions. Only the AI will see this message, right? An additional prompt will serve as a reminder to the chatbot. And yeah, I never haven't used that yet, but yeah, you get the actual gesture. And if you go to the configuration side, this is where you actually give the users certain tokens for the actual chatbot itself, right? No, I am actually wrong. I am actually wrong. This is where you actually limit the certain responses that chatbot actually gives out to the user, right? Short article, you get the gesture, you can actually improve it. And okay, so it basically controls how long a pixel's response is allowed to be. This doesn't mean the response will necessarily match your specific length. Be aware due to token limits as yeah, you get the gist, right? So those is what a token length is actually all about, and creativity is basically how can I put it? The chatbot just has a mind of its own, in essence, right? So by actually putting it here, it's gonna be DAO. So it's gonna give you like basic responses, not generic responses, but like basics as humans tend to talk. And if you continuously go up, it's where you start seeing a bit of creativity within the chatbot. It's gonna give you answers that are relative, but in a different perspective that you would generally wouldn't get it in. So yeah, that is how it works. And when comes to the learning side, it's basically where you can actually train the AI chatbot on different information via files or by literally just pasting in a specific website URL, and it's going to do exactly that, right? Over here, it's where you can basically, I want to say, customize the preview section of the chatbot itself, right? Now, if you want to change the icon, you can literally just load your own custom image and it's going to change over here. Over here, you can just change, you can just, I meant to say shuffle the different image covers, but you get the gesture. And if you just want a DAO one, you can click on these different icons and it's going to change over here, right? So in this case, let's go with the actual pixel logo, and it's bound to change in a few. And over here we have the chat head place text, and make sure to actually leave your chatbot on public. That's if you're actually trying to sell and monetize the chatbot to other users. Also, make sure clone clone thing is off. You don't want anyone copying your actual design or chatbot you actually created for yourself. With all of that into account, just click on publish, and you are going to be sent right over here, right? And to actually show you how it actually looks like, let me open a new tab. And there we have it, our own custom GPT ready for us to start selling and monetizing on, right? Let's see our settings. As you can see, a bit of credits, contact information, sign out, the dashboard, which is somewhat this, boom, send back to the actual homepage. But yeah, this is the chatbot we actually used, and the cool thing is that you can actually make this publicly available on certain domains, right? So let's say you add your own custom domain, you can actually make it available on only your custom domain. So anyone with a URL link, and yeah, they won't be able to actually access it. Prompt runs per user infinity, or you can literally just say infinity, or you can literally just limit it to that, or just type out That's a lot. That's a lot, right? And to finally, you can edit, preview, but we don't necessarily have to do that right now. And to actually monetize your actual chatbot, make sure to click on Add to Studio. If you want to embed it, click on Embed Chatbot, and these are the different embedding types that you can actually go about using. This is your go-to when you actually click it, and it's gonna pop like that. Then you have your actual pop-up chatbot. Then I don't know what this chatbot is. The inline flex. Let's just look at the preview over here. So the inline flex, I still don't understand what the inline flex is, but yeah, you get the gesture. These are different form types that you can actually choose, and boom. If you go to content, you can actually make it so that certain features aren't actually available. Type, color, and you get the actual gesture. Let's go back to control panels, click on deploy, and if you click on add to studio, let me go back to my dashboard, you're gonna see this in a way it's like your actual studio, right? And if you click it, let's just hope you're gonna be redirected back to this page, essentially the home page of your actual tools, right? As you can see for yourself, welcome to dental education, an AI program designed to offer personalized dental health education, including tips on oral hygiene. And yeah, you get the gesture. The cool thing is that you can actually add the different chatbots editions on it. Add like the one I stated previously, how Learn Coach actually add that their own GPTs right over here. That's how you can actually do the same. But in this case, we won't. You can actually add your own content page, add your own different folders. I'm still trying to understand what this whole content page is actually all about, because for some odd reason, I can't really write my actual article to basically start generating traffic. So yeah, through time, hopefully I will, but for now, I cannot. As you can see, this is like the actual default landing page. I don't necessarily love it, but again, you can actually build your own custom landing page. Then we have the account page. This is what users are gonna see when they actually create their own account, password, and stuff like that. As you can see, they literally take care of everything for you. All you have to do is just integrate your Stripe account and you're set. Now, in my case, I cannot edit simply because Stripe is not available in my country, sadly. So I have to take a long ass route for me to actually monetize. As you can see, they also take care of the different signups. You can actually change this from to whatever it is you actually want to write. You can also change that email, password, login with Google, which is freaking insane. The fact that they can actually log in with Google, it's just freaking insane, right? So you have your login pop-ups, sign up pop-ups. No, no, no. And yeah, you actually get the actual data, right? So from upgrade messages, you ran out of member stuff like that. Yeah, bro, they legitimately give you everything. With that into account, let me go back to pop-ups and go to design. As you can see, you can change the different themes, buttons, and just whatever it is you prefer. So again, let me exit that. And finally, what I